I'm taking one of the most requested items in the comment section, which was a room decor video. Today, we are going to be making a pom-pom rug.
You will need yarn, scissors, a pom-pom maker or a piece of cardboard, a rug mat, and a needle and thread.
First thing to mention is you can either make your pom-poms or buy them. Either way, this craft project will work, but I enjoyed hand making mine. While it was a bit of work, it wasn't very hard, and it gave me a great opportunity to watch new TV shows, listen to some music, and even check out some podcasts. To start this project, I'm going to show you how to make a pom-pom maker. While I do recommend you buy one, you can make one out of cardboard. Take a round object and trace it twice onto your cardboard. Then, cut both circles out. Now, take a smaller circle, trace it in the middle, and draw one line connecting the inner circle and the outer circle. Now, repeat the same process with the second circle, using the first one as your template. Once you stack them together, you'll have a pom-pom maker. The store-bought pom-pom maker will have complete instructions, but I'll show you how to use the handmade one. With both layers of your pom-pom maker stacked together, take the end of your yarn, thread it through the middle, and hold it onto the back. This does not need to be secured down with tape or adhesive, but should be held tightly while you start wrapping. Then, working through the slit, wrap your yarn around multiple times until you cover the entire pom-pom maker. From there, you're going to want to work back and forth until you have a nice and thick layer covering the entire pom-pom maker. When you're done wrapping, cut the extra string off and hold the pom-pom maker in your palm, keeping all of the yarn secure against the cardboard. Then, in between the two layers, take your scissors and start cutting the strands of yarn. Make sure you hold it tightly so you do not lose any of these pieces of yarn. Continue to cut all the way around while holding the yarn down. After you've cut all your yarn, take a smaller piece of yarn and you're going to want to tie it in between the two pieces of cardboard. This is going to grab all of the small strands of yarn and tie them together. You're going to want to double knot this piece and make sure you tie it super tightly so none of the smaller pieces fall out. While this pom-pom was just an example and I didn't use as much yarn as I would have liked, you can make thick pom-poms, thin pom-poms, or any kind of pom-poms you want. Once you take it out from the cardboard, you'll have your pom-pom. Here are my top tips for making handmade pom-poms. Always start by covering your maker with a thin layer of yarn. Wrap it tight and make sure it covers the entire base. Then, work back and forth with tight strokes covering the entire pom-pom maker until it's thick. If you're using a store-bought pom-pom maker, wait until you can barely close it. That's the point in which you know it's time to stop. The best time to trim your pom-pom is while it's still in the maker. The yarn will be scrunched up and it'll be easy to see where there's flaws in the yarn. And lastly, always make sure to double knot your yarn super tight. If you can, adjust the strings around a bit and then tie more knots. You want this pom-pom to stay together for the whole life of your rug. Now let's make a rug. Start by taking your shelf liner or rug mat and roll it out. Then you're going to want to start stacking your pom-poms on top of it so we get an approximate size of how large your rug will be. Take some scissors and cut your mat a couple inches bigger than your approximate size. We're almost done. Now it's just time to tie on our pom-poms. For each pom-pom, cut a short piece of yarn and thread it onto a needle. Then, you're going to want to stick the needle and the yarn totally through the pom-pom. Then, you're going to want to thread the pom-pom down through the rug mat and tie it on the other side, like so. Regular needles are fine, but I enjoyed this yarn needle. It's a bit thicker, it's a plastic needle, but they also have metal ones, and it pushes through the pom-pom so easily. It allows you to use yarn instead of thread, and it made this project a lot easier, but either will work. Keep threading on all of your pom-poms until you're done. Then grab some scissors, cut off the excess bit of mat, trim up your pom-poms, and you are done. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm not sure when my next video will be, but if you subscribe, you will automatically get it in your inbox. With that, I wish you a happy rest of the day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Too many words, not enough space.